From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get and how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies, can you protect the ball on offense and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different. Can you be aggressive and take care of the ball? And on defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
Okay, break. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and man, you can see why.
Ready? Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready? Open space to the 35. And he's going to be taken down.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every team in the NFL wishes to come into each week's game and win the line of scrimmage battle. And in this case, I think it's pretty clear which side is winning. Great first drive, primarily all on the ground.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hey, smash Bronco! First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Throwing is Vic. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Let's go. Hurt. They'll try to run this one in. And forget the pylon. He's not even close. He's going to be run out back at the 4.
You could see the running back. He's stretching it. He's stretching it. He's looking for somewhere to stick that foot in the ground and cut upfield, but there was nowhere for him to go. The defense continued to take away all those cutback lanes. He had no choice to just go out of bounds.
They'll run, and he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it's 4th and goal.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second?
Ready, set.
Want to finish this opening drive with 6. So the decision is go for it on 4th and goal. That's going to be intercepted. He works free, right side. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New Orleans. An extra point attempt to follow. His kick is good. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Jones motioning here.
Go.
To the air. It's Vic. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick 6? And a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, we found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield. And
that one underthrown and intercepted. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On the double.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go. Hey, 3.
Motioning the tight end, Jones.
Set.
On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. Yeah. Give him 14 on that play. One 1st down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Set, huh?
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Ready?
They'll go again here with Taylor. They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Here we go, set.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at... First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks in the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup, and I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They go right back to Taylor. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. That's Bud Dupree in there to make the stop. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Saints. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. It's another run here for Williams. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. To throw is Allen. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Allen. That'll be intercepted. It's one of the best ever, Patrick Peterson.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw right away. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's 3rd and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll try to run for it.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on 3rd down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it. Nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Mayfield. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'm sure after he called the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, uh-oh, trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mayfield to throw it. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's got room. The 20. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return. And a Saint touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
They're on the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's a run now with Kittle. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shot of confidence for everyone on the offense.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll try the middle with Gurindo. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to Pearsall. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. On the give, it's Gurindo. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Mel Blount, the Hall of Fame corner, in on the stop.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. In motion, the tight end. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Devin Hester, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. A little juke. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Paul Krause. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Now a 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 seconds.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Perry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and run for it. Muscles him off. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff here, Guerrero. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the